What is up, everybody? It is you today here with another video. This video is going to be a little different from the ones I've been doing. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Subscribe, please. It really helps. Like this video if you end up getting some good information out of this. Mostly this video is going to be about Call of Duty Fog of War, I guess it would be called. It's going to be set in Vietnam. It's going to be the Call of Duty 2017 game. Will be a Vietnam-based game. Activision and the Call of Duty franchise has seen a very, very large downslide of their fan base. Not necessarily sales. Sales have been doing great for them, but their fan base has been just, they've been getting a lot of hate to love, love to hate kind of comments, and I mean, for example, here, the only reason I bought Infinite Warfare was for Advanced, or Modern Warfare Remastered. I was very excited to hear that, and I do believe now that this is going to even be a staple for the franchise. That Treyarch might release a World at War Remastered. Oh my goodness, fingers crossed, you have no idea. So, with that being said, I do believe that it is time for Call of Duty to, go back to their boots on the ground, and I believe that they know this too, and they realize that the Modern Warfare, maybe not the Modern Warfare, but the futuristic warfare is kind of overplayed. The fans obviously, for the most part, don't like it. I don't mind it, but I would prefer, Call of Duty used to be educational, so I would prefer to get back into that, that atmosphere was so great. As a child seeing, the Nazis' legs get blown off in, World at War. Not a child, I don't know why I say child, probably like 15 years old, but, even then, Finest Hour, Call of Duty Finest Hour, that was intense, seeing that retake of Stalingrad from the first mission chapter, it was really fun, and I don't get that anymore with these Call of Duty games. You don't get that, that nostalgia, you don't get the, that you're a badass. You're in this war to win it. It's more like a sequence, especially with Infinite Warfare. It's a sequence of, from what I've played, of little skirmishes or battles. Like you're taking control of the ship and like a base ship, and then you just go out and do little missions. And it doesn't feel like a war. It doesn't feel like a something I'm really want to get into. It's not something that draws me at all. And I do believe even with Modern Warfare, they kind of lost that. Like Modern Warfare, the series was a very, if you play them back to back, you get that war feeling, but each game individually, they started to slip. So I think they need to get back to that, what grabs people. They told a story, they put you in the middle of the action. And right now, Battlefield is obviously doing that. I don't want to compare the games. They're two entirely different games. So comparing the two games is completely unfair to each of them, because there's a lot of things Call of Duty does that I would probably like in Battlefield. So I play Call of Duty for that arcade reason, and I play Battlefield for that, that more, I don't even know what the word is. It's got this just theme, this feel Battlefield does. But one thing that Call of Duty let go of was that same thing that Battlefield 1 put back into my hands, and that is making me feel like I am in this war. Even with the multiplayer alone, of course, but, you can, it's insane. It's great. So, with that being said, it looks like Call of Duty Fog of War was a canned title by Sledgehammer Games. So Sledgehammer will be taking the reins on this Call of Duty 2017. They are the ones that brought you Advanced Warfighter, which kind of caused this, So they're probably going to pick themselves back up, I would hope. So Sledgehammer in 2017 should be coming out with Call of Duty Fog of War is what their canned title was. Before Infinite Warfare. So they were working on this game, but I guess due to issues during the development of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the development for Fog of War game was paused. So they just kind of paused on that, so they might be picking it up again. I don't know if they're gonna stick with the Fog of War, game. Fog of War in Vietnam. It seems kind of. I could see it. Fog of War. I don't know. That could be a Vietnam thing. It could not. It could also be something else. Lord knows what Fog of War was. But then again, if Fog of War was being developed at the same time as Advanced Warfighter or Infinite Warfare. Who knows? I might have started a little before, so maybe they didn't get the chance to realize that they're not going to head in this direction. So there's a little fear there on my part of where Call of Duty might be headed. Honestly, if this next game they have is an advanced movement kind of game this next year, I'm probably going to be done with Call of Duty, unless, of course, they pull in and a remastered, which that's the only thing their sales going to be relying on is remasters. And at that point, are you really a video game company? Like, you're kind of remastering games that have already been made. Sure, it was by you, but at that point, this is not necessarily a business, I would say. So with that being said, I have high hopes for this next Call of Duty game. I hope that all of you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, again, like. If you didn't, let me know in the comments, and dislike, subscribe, please, and thanks a lot. Have a good day.